there's a lot of people right now with a lot to say about the Epstein files, okay? And I've got to address it for just 1 minute because, I like to keep things on the up and up. I like to keep things clear for people. Rush Limbaugh coined the term Lolita Express. That's how long people on the right have had concern about Epstein's involvement in Washington and politics with powerful figures. And I'm going to give some of you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe some of you really were concerned but didn't say a lot about it during previous administrations because of, mitigating factors like, maybe your Democrat friends were all saying it was hogwash, so you didn't want to speak up because you didn't want to offend your political friends or get unfriended, because that's quite common. But here's the reality is the right has been pounding this drum for a long, long time. And it's easy now, since Trump promised to release the files, and the release has been quite a mess. It's easy now to try to jump on that as, Trump is doing something nefarious and the people on the right don't care about it, which couldn't be further from the truth, because let's be real. We never would have had the Letitia James lawsuit against Trump if the Biden administration could have used those files to go after him in a meaningful way to keep him off the ticket, because that was the goal, was to keep Trump from running for office again. And we could go into more attempts to keep Trump off the ballot, but let's stick with that one. The failure to release the files during that time, the people's opinions that there was nothing in the files, it was a big, lot of hooey. Maybe some of you went along with that just because you didn't want to lose friends in your political sphere. But the reality is that those files were expressly ignored. And despite Trump's mess he's made of the release, this is the first time we have had any actual meaningful action on those files at all. So you might want to dial it back just a little bit, because it seems very disingenuous, extremely. Now, again, I'm giving some of you the benefit of the doubt that you simply weren't speaking about it as much then as you are now, because Democrat thought leaders were telling you that it was a lot of hooey, there was nothing in the files worth noting, blah, blah, blah. Because that's what we heard. It was like Pizzagate. It's a conspiracy. It's a vast right-wing conspiracy. That's been the playbook. So just dial it back a little bit. Be mindful that there are people who have had eyes on this for a very long time and are just as upset as you that the release has gone poorly. But don't get it twisted, like you're suddenly the ones who care. Okay? Because you either didn't care or you kept really quiet about it. So keep that in mind.